Ew.
So we had a comment on our podcast. He said, right,
Ooh.
right,
What it
right.
say? What it
Comment.
say? What it
Do
say?
tell. Do tell.
Spill the tea.
So it said, quit hating on 80s movies,
Whoa.
Back to the Future, Goonies, Indiana Jones, Star Wars are all fire even today. What y'all think about that? Y'all
I
agree?
agree. I agree.
Well,
Man.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't here, so I wasn't doing hell hating.
I was not. I was directed at Josh. Josh was going hating.
The haterade.
Mm-hmm. I think
I mean-
it's based off the context of, I guess, the conversation. If you, like we said, if you're going off a nostalgia factor, those are classics. I agree. I love all those movies, but if they were exactly put out like they were back then, today, yeah, they would be trash. Sorry. Maybe I'm too.
And I'm
Yeah, I
talking
don't know
about,
if you say trash, but
I'm
I don't
talking
think.
about.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Fred.
Go ahead, Josh. Yeah, I was gonna say, but I don't think like if our kids was to watch those, like they wouldn't be great movies. They wouldn't be like, "Oh, I love that movie." I wouldn't say they were trash though.
And
I
that's
will
where
say
was-
that they are trash. They're not good movies. I mean, they're good movies for the time, but like, come on now, like, knock it off. What was it? Back to the Future 1 and 3 aren't even that great. It's
Yeah, well, I
really
don't like Back
just
to the
2.
Future.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I'm
Goonies
speaking for Star
is
Wars and like
cool. Star Wars, you had to be there because I missed the boat, and I'm not really feeling Star Wars either. So I mean, I don't know. I'm in the minority. I think 80s movies are trash, except for
I think the
Back to the Future Part 2.
storylines. I think the storylines are fire. Like, but you would have to redo it in the vein of 2025. You know, like what's current now. You know what I mean?
the sound effects, the costumes, the editing.
Yeah. Like even some of the jokes and some of the things are like outdated. So
Well,
we
yeah.
would in the vein. That's why I said it's in the context of, I guess, what we were talking about. Like if there were no changes, you know, and it was just to come out like it was a new movie, but you know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, all of those movies, they hold a special place in your heart for nostalgia purposes. You remember when you seen them and how you felt when you seen certain scenes and all that. But you know, the movie's still. There's a lot of movies that I loved as a kid that I've tried to watch as an adult, and they're just not as good. They're just not.
Because
Yeah.
once again, they were made for the era that they were made in. I think so. That's why you
Yeah.
see certain movies now, like even that would have been a bad example, but movies that are remade. When we see certain movies that get remade, you know, they make them in today's version. You
Yeah.
know, of it.
I mean, it's
So,
like Star Wars. Like they still making Star Wars, but they're not going off of the old how they used to make them. It's updated, but it's still the same premise for the most part.
Star Wars would be the only one that I say is still fire because of the main plot storylines. It's futuristic, so even what was futuristic back then is still futuristic now. But
Because we haven't made it that far yet.
Yeah, well, there's one thing. I was watching one of the documentaries about George Lucas. He actually didn't come out with those episodes because he didn't have the right technology to come out with them. He was thinking that far ahead.
I don't believe it, but sure. Like, like people always say, "Oh, I had this whole story planned out for years and years and years. I just didn't have the technology ready for it." That's why you started the story in the middle of the story. Why would you tell the story in the middle?
I don't know. You guys, George Lucas, that Chris, back me up.
Yeah, no, I have heard that. Yeah, he didn't want to start the true prequel until technology is
Or until he
advanced.
found out if people liked it.
Either one, yeah, possibly.
Yeah, but as I say, 80s movies just wouldn't survive in this time frames. I'll just challenge you to get your kid to have them watch the movie, especially if they have no prior knowledge of the movie, and see if they'll like it. But anywho, let's start the show. What's up, everybody? My name is Josh. This is the Brothers and Friends podcast. What's up? How everybody doing today? We got Gary.
What up?
We got Chris. What's going on, Chris?
Yo, what's up, fellas? How's everybody feeling?
We got Fred.
What it do? What it do? Feeling good.
And-
Feeling good.
And we got Greg. What's going on, Greg?
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Yes. So today I had a topic I wanted to talk about, and mine comes from a TV show, 90 Day Fiance, that I was watching. It was a couple who didn't support his spouse because she was making music that he just was not into. So he didn't support her. He didn't really want to go to her concerts or anything like that because he just was not into her music. So I'm asking y'all, would y'all support y'all spouse if they were into something, music, hobby, whatever? Let's keep it music, and they just was not good at it, and or you weren't into it. Would you support them? Let me hear your thoughts.
Right. This coming from Guillermo.
Yes.
Okay. As you start telling the story, like, okay, I just watched the episode.
Yeah.
Ooh. This was tough, like, because referencing that the show, she was good at what she does, because like she make albums or something. She was, but he just didn't like them. He just didn't like that type of music, and trying to think, like, I would support, like, now, like, I would go to her shows. I would be backstage. I'll cheer her on. I said, I don't think I'd, in that case, be negative like he was and just kind of like totally just not even trying to show up for her shows, nothing like that. Now, am I listening to it when I'm in my car on my way to work? Maybe not if I don't like, that, like, if she was singing rock and roll or country or something that I didn't like. I wouldn't necessarily be bumping in my car, but like I'll support physically, like be there for her.
For me, this is a difficult one for me, just because I'm hard on music and what I think is good music, and so if I don't like it, I really don't care who's making it. I'm probably gonna let you know I don't like it, or at least I'm not gonna make a whole lot of effort to get into it. I mean, I don't know. Like, okay, so if Preston was making music and I didn't like it, but it was good, I would support it as much as I could. But if it was bad and like objectively not good, I don't think I could support. I mean, I would let him know it is bad, and he should maybe choose a different hobby, just because it's music. Now, if it was something else, no, not at all. But music, I can't.
Yeah.
Too much of a purist.
Yeah, and I feel like if they're bad, like hopefully, like they're not booking shows and people are buying tickets, they would probably know that like they're just awful in this trade that they're doing.
Well, I mean, I imagine he would be like in a garage band with like our neighbors, and they're just like practicing or whatever, and they haven't like booked any gigs or anything. They haven't gone anywhere, but like maybe they're like in the planning point of like, oh, maybe we should start, checking out some bands,
like
and
some clubs and stuff,
and
bars.
Like, yeah. Once we get to that point, now I feel like, okay, maybe we should, let's put our hands together. Like, put your hand in mine, babe.
So in the context of the show, they were good at what they were doing. It was just the genre of the music the guy didn't like.
Yeah, it was a genre
Yeah.
he didn't care
It's
for.
a genre.
Now he was Hispanic, right? And he's Hispanic, and she's American too.
Mhm.
So like, you also had that barrier.
So for me, it's the word support. Would I support? Yes, I would definitely support. I would cheer you on. Look, I go to my kids' sporting events and they suck. So, you know, I would definitely do the same, for my spouse and be like, okay. Now, would I be the number one fan? Probably not. But I would at least come and support, at least like Greg said, to the capacity that I could come and support. If it's just the genre, like you good, but just the genre, then you as my spouse kind of know, hey, I don't like country. Okay, I only like a handful of country songs. So okay, cool. You'll see me at a couple different concerts or whatever. Or if it's an important event for you, your biggest event, and you need a supporter, then I'm gonna be right in the front row. But I may not be at every performance and all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think the other important context is this: they're just still like fiance or dating, right? They're not married yet, right?
Now they're married.
No, they are married. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And even her genre, ain't it like folk? It's something even kind of way.
It's folk music.
Yeah, it's like
not
folk
original.
music. So it's not
Right.
even like regular what you hear on an everyday basis.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, my thing was like, yeah, it's best to nip that early in the bud in the dating phases before you even.
Yeah, because
address
it's like
that.
if she was an opera singer, like I'm not going to an opera like all the time and all that kind of stuff. No,
So-
but I will come support.
So again, let's track that support. Like, what does support look to you? Like, is it just showing up? What if it's actually she needs money?
As long as it don't affect the bottom line. I mean, if if you bad at it, then I would consider it a hobby.
No, they're good at it. It's just you don't like the genre.
Either or.
Oh, yeah. I mean, then I'm supporting.
Look, if it's good at it, I'll support them financially. If they're bad at it, then they have to go out and crowdfund based off of
They
their
gotta get their
talent.
own money.
How much money they can make, so that the crowd can determine how far this guy's going to take them.
And be like, see, the crowd don't think you're good.
So let me know how that conversation goes. Your partner comes to you and say, I want to do this band, but I need money. And she sucks. Or they're not good.
I'm gonna say we're gonna have to try to raise. Yeah, we're gonna have to try to raise some money. So why don't you go out and go out and raise some money? Sing on the. They do it on the corners.
But
you know how they do on the corners at the Bengals games. Go down there, sing, and put a hat down.
But she knows.
Wait. Y'all don't mean that. Y'all about to have y'all wife out here singing on the street corner for change? Like, that's what we doing? Stop it right now. I don't believe any of that. All of y'all are pulling out the credit card and you're gonna support because that's the right thing to do. Y'all know it.
If they're terrible at something,
not if they're terrible. I'm not pulling out the credit card.
But she knows.
Like, we're not knowingly throwing away money.
But she
so
knows
are you having that conversation?
That's what I'm saying. She knows like y'all got the money. No, she know y'all got the money.
Oh.
So she said, "Hey, I'm about to use some of this money that we got in savings to go buy some instruments or whatever." How does that conversation happen?
If it's like trying to improve the craft, then fine, we can invest in improving the craft. You know what I'm saying? If it's if the instrument is the issue, then okay, let's try to make that change. Or voice lessons is the issue. Let's try, but then at a certain point, like we're gonna have to be like, hey, this is out the budget now.
But I'm not gonna give you money for you to just buy some instruments to start showing up at clubs next week if you're terrible. But I agree with Chris. Yeah, like if you want to try to hone your craft.
I mean, if that's your stress relief and you want to get outside and sing and yodel and people boo you, that's on you. That's how I feel. I'm just like, hey, cool. I'm gonna be number one. I'm gonna be the only one clapping in the back. So you like, all right, you ready to go home?
I feel like this will go. So if you want to use your account to fund your dreams.
Mhm.
Yeah, we could do that.
Use your
But
money to
like,
do that.
yeah, but we're not gonna use like the family account or like the other accounts. But the money that you saving up for yourself. Like, if this is your side hustle, then yeah.
So
Yeah,
you'll
good
only
point.
use
Good
your
point.
money if she good.
I mean, I would give her some money, but even still, like, if this is your craft, like, this is what your money is for. Because
That,
we
you know,
have these
yeah,
accounts because
that's your.
I want to buy. Yeah, I want to buy stuff for myself. That's what our accounts
Right,
are
I
for.
got you. Like
Yeah,
Now, see,
I got my shoe budget. I'm buying shoes. You got your budget. You
yeah,
can do what you want. I got
Your
you.
yeah.
boo money. So
I don't know, guys. I don't particularly agree. I think I will let my partner know that they are not good. Like, I want them to know from the person that loves them, who is closest to them, like, hey, this is not I don't enjoy the music that you're making. But also at the same time, if this is something that you really want to do and you find joy in doing it, like,
Mm-hmm.
I am certainly not the person to not support you. Like, I'm
see,
I'm
that's
Yeah,
what
not
I
gonna.
was
yeah,
saying,
and I'm
Greg.
So
gonna say
I'm
that.
going.
Yeah,
But I mean, I'm like financially, yeah. Like, even if you're bad, yeah, I'll chip in. Why not?
To improve the craft, right? To
No,
improve.
because I mean, at our age group, none of us are about to be pop stars, right? So we can improve, but like, the chances of it turning into something that's going to be a true investment and you're going to see your money return back to you, that's not going to happen, right? So you're more than likely investing in your partner's happiness and joy and
Right.
whatever they're enjoying doing, right? And that
Right.
is what I'm interested in. So, like, I'll fully invest in that. This is what makes you happy. Go ahead. Just no, I don't like the music you're making.
There it is. I agree with that. As long as it's not affecting the bottom line.
But I
Nope.
feel
Let's
like at
go
a certain
homeless.
point, yeah, yeah, I think that's in conflict with what Greg is saying. Like, yeah,
If it's draining our bank account, you got to stop yelling. I'm sorry.
yeah, and that's where it comes to where I say it. Like, if this is what you want to do that makes you happy, like the money that you're setting aside in your account is for you to do what you want to do to make you happy. Just like my money's to do what I want to do to make me happy.
But it's interesting. I mean, it's an interesting thought process. Like, how much are you willing to adjust to support your partner's dream? Like, are you willing to downsize? Are you willing to get like a smaller house or sell your car and become like bus riders or public
If
transit
yeah,
riders?
if she is good enough, then yes.
Well, we already
If
surpassed the
if we
part that they will never make money. So I think we're talking on a level of right now. This is just making them happy. So
so
like
this is
whatever
just a
you spend, you
hobby.
might just be breaking even. So she might go out the club, but she's really breaking even over what y'all spending and what she's getting back.
So that's what I mean. It's just an expensive hobby then. That's just like if I decided to play golf. I'm not going to be in the PGA, you know what I mean? But it's just an expensive hobby right now. I'm going out and buying all the expensive clubs and you
Right.
know what I mean, going to all the
Mm-hmm.
expensive places. But we ain't. What is this? You know what I mean? It's just an expensive hobby. Put
Yeah.
it that way. Like I can take that, but I would treat it as an expensive hobby. Now, long as within saying that though, if it's affecting the bottom line, you're gonna have to cut back on your hobby or find a different way.
I don't know. I just feel like I will have that talk with my wife and let her know, like, like y'all said, she's just not making it. Or she's not. It's just not that great of music. And if she was good, I probably let her know, like, I'm happy for you, but I don't like it. It's not music for me. And
But
but
I don't
I'm
think it's
happy.
about the choice though. I think it's more or less about. I'm. It's more like what Greg said. If she's happy doing that, then I'm gonna let her do that. Do you be happy if going out singing makes you happy and you don't care if you ever win a Grammy or something like that, then that's cool. Where it comes to affect the bottom line, meaning like the household or the family, that's when I'll get into it to be like, okay, I'm a cigar smoker. So let's say if my cigar smoking all of a sudden started to affect the bottom line of the house, she gonna tell me to cut back on cigars.
What if she asked you to cut back on your cigar so she can pursue this music that she wants to do?
We're gonna have to have a conversation. Do you smoke better than me? You better be smoking better.
You
That
smoke
band better be
better-
smoking better. Hey,
And
hey.
I feel like
I,
that's why it goes back to what Fred said. You know, I've got my happiness, you got your happiness. You gotta find your own happiness.
But she's asking you to, for a couple of months to spare your happiness for my happiness. Would you
I
do
can do a couple months.
Yeah, that's
fine.
something. Yeah, that's
Oh,
something
okay.
deep.
All
Yeah, I
right.
could do like a
That's
couple
fine.
months.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
fine. But after them couple months,
I know it's gonna be a contract. We're gonna write contract. Like this says 60 days.
So, okay. All right. All right. I get y'all. All right. Well, we do got one more topic we can get into here. Is there a pet peeve that your partner do, or is there a pet peeve that you do? That or there something that you do that is a pet peeve to your partner?
at first I was thinking about this and I was like, what? Because I didn't understand the question, but now I understand it. And I'm like, all right, it's trivial, but you know how you drink a pop can or something, slurping on the pop can. She says that that's annoying her, and
That's what you do.
yeah, that's something I do that annoys her. If it's vice versa, and me and her have talked about this. This is a normal marital issue too. Is her being indecisive. So I'm more like a straight line. It's either A or B, and she sometimes can't make up that mind to choose one or the other. So that's like a pet peeve of mine.
Do you catch yourself slurping on purpose
On purpose?
ever?
Nah, see, I wouldn't say it. Now, I can be an asshole sometimes.
That's why I
And
said
just do
ever.
Just because I know, like, no, but to me, it doesn't bother me, so I don't catch it sometimes. And I didn't even know what she meant by slurping on the can at first. Like that, so I was just doing it, and she'd be like, "Stop!" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" Until I caught myself doing it one time, and I said, "This is what you're talking about?" Like, oh, and it still don't bother me to this day. So sometimes I don't know it. Yeah, yeah, like literally. But I will tell you, I have like sometimes adjusted to the way I drink a pop.
She give you a straw.
Yeah. See, okay. See, look, yeah, we about to make this an issue. So I would have went that route, Fred. Like, just give me a straw or do something like that instead of like coming at me like I'm doing something wrong, because I don't feel like I'm doing something wrong. I'm like, this is not a big deal to me. But being a marital person for a number of years, I'm like, okay, I see that this is an issue for you, so I'll make the adjustment for you. Not because I feel like I need to make the adjustment, just because I don't want to have an argument. So I'll go, okay.
That's funny because I feel
it's
like
not a
if
big-
Preston approached me with a straw and didn't say nothing, I feel like that's mad aggressive. Like, bro, I didn't ask for this straw. Why are you giving me a straw? Like, I need to alter the way I'm drinking my drink right now for you with no context. Like, here's a straw.
Right.
No, I'd rather you tell me. Like, nah, that slurping is mad annoying. But no, for me, my pet peeve and I think Preston's pet peeve are both diametrically opposed. It's our style of driving. I am a fast, aggressive driver, and Preston is a slow, cautious Southern driver. And he will make sure that he is very safe, and he will. My biggest issue is only when like he's not respecting the passing lane, right? Like, I'm big on the passing lane. Get out of that lane. That lane is not to hang around in. You're supposed to be speeding or getting over to the right.
Oh, Greg, so you side seat drive.
No. I normally just drive myself because, like, I don't know. It bothers me. I need to work on that. I'm going to talk to my therapist about that because it probably bothers me more than it should. But I am a judger. I will side see and judge every driving decision that you make. Like, why did you do that? Like, now you could have just.
Do you say
But
it
I'll
out
never
loud,
say
or do
anything.
you
No.
just okay?
No. But I'm
Oh,
judging the whole time,
So have we all been a
mine will
part
say
with
it.
Greg?
huh?
So you have judged all of us as you rode with us
Absolutely,
driving.
Oh man,
absolutely. And I there's a ranking of safe feelings amongst everyone. I feel safer with some people versus others. You know.
Oh
You gotta
wow.
say it. You gotta say it.
Oh wow. Let's
Mm-mm.
go.
You gotta spill
Let's
it. You gotta spill
go.
the beans.
Let's go.
Nah, the way you'll know is if I can fall asleep while you're driving. If I'm in your car and I fall asleep, I trust you.
I can see that. It's some people I can't fall asleep with. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, with them driving.
Wide awake.
Nah.
You want to take a
hear
break?
that?
We can take a break.
Yeah, right. That's how you keep asking them questions like, you good? You good?
You
You all
tired?
right?
You want to change? We can switch.
We can switch, right?
And it's always like the most annoying driver that like wants to drive the longest. Like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Mhm. I
Hey,
got
then
5 more
then
hours in me.
you hear that little grid on the road, on the side of the road, that little, you're like, oh, wait a minute. Now you can't go to sleep if you wanted to.
Like, now I was just scratching my leg.
Like, you twitching too much.
Chris, Fred, what about y'all? I got any pet peeves?
Mine is, it might be in the same vein of what Gary said. But this is my pet peeve. Is like when Jamila eats. Sometimes most of the time she like eats with her mouth open, and like you hear her smacking and talking. You know,
Let her enjoy her food, Fred.
You know,
I know.
I
Food
was
good.
You
That
know,
food-
I was
food
I
is
was
good.
raised to chew with your mouth closed, not smack your food. So, like, I've grown to like be able to ignore it, so it doesn't bother me as much. But it's funny because her sister, she'll call up and like she'll be talking to her, and she'll instantly hear her, and she'll be like, "You eating? Like y'all eating, ain't y'all?" It's like, "Call me back when y'all done." And it even got to the point to where like if our kids, if Freddie or Imani is hanging out with her sister, they aunt, like they picked up that habit too. So like especially Freddie, like Freddie smacks. Imani kind of learned to like stop smacking. That's probably the biggest one. And then like belching, she's a big belcher. But it's okay. It's okay when it's just us. Like it's the pet peeve when we're like around other people and she does it.
Yeah. Oh.
Nikki's a big belcher too, but yeah, I think the groups has gotten used to Nikki's belches.
Yeah.
Not out of choice.
Would you say that belching is an involuntary or voluntary action?
It can be both. It can be both.
Yeah, I think
It could
yeah.
it could creep on. Yeah, it could creep up on you.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's the manner of like how deep it might be, which would be like, which tells like, man, you probably could have held that one in. That's not like when you could have held in.
One
Like,
of the
like
Darth
some-
Vader
yeah, like from the dark side. When you open your mouth, you're like, yeah.
They had some purpose. They had some purpose behind it.
Right. I feel like those long burps, man. Like those are intentional. Like you kind of have to adjust your throat to make that noise, to make it like loud and long. Like
Yeah.
because otherwise, if you at church, that don't just come out. You
Right.
can control
No.
your burps at
No,
church.
yeah, you can
Yeah.
control that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's crazy that you brought it up too, because we teaching my youngest son some table manners. You know, like and I guess it shouldn't be a way that you eat at home versus you eat out in public. But I guess we trying to teach him some consistency. Like, okay, when you out in public, it's certain things you gotta keep in mind. Like because he doesn't understand how the technique of twisting your fork for like spaghetti, anything with spaghetti or pasta or something like that. He does the scoop
Mm-hmm.
method, so he still has like strings and stuff hanging down his
Hanging on
mouth,
it.
juice dripping down, and then but he goes to reach for the napkin to tidy up or whatever, but at the same time, it looked like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. So so we're trying to like show him, and he's looking like, what? Like, I'm just trying to enjoy my food. And it's like, I know. But
So there's no
I feel
pet
like
peeve. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
mine's with Nikki is her time management. And so, for example, like if we got to be somewhere at 2 o'clock, um, she won't start getting ready until like quarter till 2, and doesn't take into account travel time. You know what I'm saying? Like we won't. As soon as you get finished getting ready, doesn't mean you instantly just
We
gonna
there.
show up to
We
the
there.
place. like we there. Like, you gotta take into account travel time, traffic. So like
So you are
time.
guaranteed to always be late.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
yeah, I suffer from that illness too sometimes. As far as like traffic.
Yes.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't account for traffic. I count for how long it takes to get
Teleportation.
Gary,
Yeah.
Gary, I know, like Gary,
Yeah.
when we get the Gary chat text saying I'm on my way, we know you just left the house, man.
Yeah, man.
You just
It was them people, right? They knew I had to be somewhere. Why are they in my way? Move. You know?
So there's no pet peeve that y'all do. Or that your spouse think that y'all do.
I mean, we might have to have a
Yeah,
spouse
like one,
podcast,
yeah, like I said, because I know there is, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
probably
So
probably
I'm
my
a,
snoring. Probably my snoring. Yeah, I'll
Oh
probably put that out
man.
there.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll put that out
I
there.
pull again. I pull the covers a lot, like because I think I do a lot of tossing and turning in my sleep, so the covers roll with me.
Hmm.
So like by the middle of the night, Jamila right up on me because I done rolled the cover all the way over to the floor on my side.
So have y'all
So like,
found an answer for this? The whole "what do you want to eat" debate or question? Because that's a pet peeve of mine.
like going out or when it's cooking or both.
I feel like
No, like
going.
deciding what you want to eat. Like, you know what? We're gonna go out to eat
Yeah,
today. What do you want to
yeah.
eat?
So my solution, because Nikki's kind of indecisive sometimes with that. So my solution is to give them two options. You would just give them an A, B, and then that way it kind of narrows their choice.
Okay, you want burgers or you want pizza? Okay, you know what, Chris? I'm with that. I'm with that.
You gotta go like Burger King or McDonald's.
Yeah.
that's the one near your
Yeah.
option. Burgers or pizza.
That-
You gotta.
Because what I don't understand sometimes is like, well, I'm not feeling like that. Like, wait a minute, what does your feelings have to do with? You feel hungry, right? Like food.
I mean, I can feel like that too. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like sometimes you
have
don't
a
feel
taste for
like
something.
burgers.
like I don't feel like Mexican.
Like you don't got a taste for
or something.
burgers. Yeah, I don't feel like I don't want a burger today. Yeah, I get that.
I don't want Mexican to cross my lips today.
So then my pet peeve is then using me as the dry erase board idea board. I don't like that. Like, don't just sit back and let me come up with all the ideas and you're like, no.
Why? Because you feel like you're on the spot.
No, I just don't like that rejection. Like I'm just trying to come up with stuff. Like I did see somebody.
Maybe if you
If they
like,
ask me, if they ask me like, what do I want, and then I say what I want, and they be like, nah, then I'm gonna feel offended.
That's me. Yes.
uh,
Greg,
I feel
do you have that? Do you have that
maybe
issue?
maybe we should do it by cuisine. Like so, just
Yeah, that's
name
what
all
I
the cuisines. Like you want Asian, you want
Yeah,
American, you want
that's what we
Italian,
do.
or you want Mexican.
Yeah.
So you got to start with a broader.
No,
Go ahead,
well, no. See, for Preston, no. He's the pickiest eater I've ever met in my life. Like literally, hands down, the pickiest fucking eater I have ever met in my life. Love him to death, but like very, very, very hard to nail down. But also like not really because he likes the same thing. So if I can find a pepperoni pizza, or if I can find like a cheeseburger with no onions,
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm usually pretty good, but no, oftentimes we run into the, well, what do you want? I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. But it's
Yeah,
usually
man.
like we're doing like DoorDash, right? So like what we've started doing is we'll send each other choices, and then if neither one of us can agree on the same thing, we'll just order separately. Now it would
I'll
like
be cool with that.
the same
Yeah.
dasher will bring the food, but they'll just
Yeah.
have to make two different stops. And I mean
Right.
it works great for me because I'm an adventurous eater. Like I like to eat different things, and Preston is the opposite. So like if I ever want to try anything other than pepperoni pizza, I'm gonna have to try something different. Love you, babe.
I feel like with me and Nikki, our difference is like she likes stuff that you have to eat with utensils versus
Mhm.
I like stuff where I can eat with my hand. Like
Hmm.
sandwiches, pizzas, tacos, all good with me. Thai food, Italian food, stuff you need a utensil for. Like that's her wheelhouse.
Okay. See, with mine's okay, my spouse doesn't eat meat, so it's more or less like, okay, well, where do you want to go to eat, and then I can find something there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But
Yeah, that'll be hard.
yeah,
Good on you, Gary. I swear, if Preston ever became a vegan or a vegetarian,
But Sam's a pescatarian, right? Because she eats seafood.
I don't know what it is. I don't know all of the different things or
Like,
whatever.
but she
I
like
just know.
fish. She
So she
eats
eat like
salmon and
fish.
shrimp. Yeah,
Yeah.
so she a pescatarian.
Is that what that is? Okay.
All
True
right.
that.
So I'm gonna finally say my pet peeves because I never did. But y'all went into this whole indecisive meal thing. So but anywho. So my pet peeve with my wife is I feel like kind of piggybacking off of what Greg did, Greg said. When I'm driving, I noticed that she's gripping the little arm thing that goes above that. And it annoys me. I'm like, why are you gripping that? Like, we're
that's not
fine.
gonna save you.
We're
That's not
fine.
gonna save
Like,
you.
we're fine. And then like she plays like the passer, like you gonna break? You gonna break? I'm like, yes, I'm gonna break. It takes me a second to hit the brake. Like what? Like I'm like 10 feet from the car. I'm like, I'm going to break. You want to slow down? I'm going to slow down. It's fine. That's probably my pet peeve, her being a passenger. And then I know like something that I do is I don't know if y'all do, but I'm always losing my stuff. I'm losing my wallet. I'm losing my keys all the time throughout the house. And so usually when I walk around the house trying to find it, she always be like, "Oh, what you lose now?" Like, I ain't lose nothing, but I'm actually looking for something,
You
but
lying.
not telling her that I'm looking for it. Like, I ain't lose nothing.
Oh, just
I'm
looking under stuff
I'm
for
just
no
looking
reason.
stuff,
Flipping
doing
them
stuff.
couch cushions.
Need to get you some tile. The tile.
No, I
little
got
tiles.
I got my I got those air tags now.
The air
So I got one of
tags,
my
yeah.
keys in my
Tag,
wallet.
yeah.
Like, so when I do lose it, I just been around my phone like this, is looking for it. Like, where's one ring?
So now you,
Josh,
like
I'm
trying to find Pokemon Go.
Right, I'm not gonna Pokemon Go.
Josh, I'm gonna coin this phrase when she in the car gripping the handle. She's Gregging you right now. Greg said he judge. Sassy judge.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I know she's judging me. But then like it's funny though because like when she drive, I'm like, you drive just as crazy as I do. What are you talking about? Because I be gripping it too. I'm like, I gotta grip this too. So kind of.
now
Well,
how
see,
you
that's my
mad that
thing.
she gripping
I
if you
know.
gripping?
I know,
I
but
get it.
I don't grip because I'm scared. I grip just because it's a comfortable. It's a comfort for me. I just grip that. I just grip because I'm not gripping because like, oh my god, I'm terrified.
He just gripped
She's
that.
gripping
I
because
heard
she's
that for you.
terrified.
It just comforts you when she slams on the brakes, and you just have something to comfort me.
It's like how my hand
You
is.
just grip
My
that,
hand is
Greg.
that.
You heard him. You just grip that.
Just grip that.
The little
grip it.
arm thing above. Oh man, that's funny. We all got pet peeves, I guess. Go ahead, Greg.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Greg.
No. I was just adding on. Like I get judged from driving too, so I get it. I get it, and I state my resume too. I'm like, look, I have never had an accident with my family in the car. So there. I stand by that.
I had.
You gotta put some asterisks on your accidents, man.
Absolutely.
Aren't you a part of your family, Gary? Aren't you a part of your family?
I wasn't talking about an army of one, but I have never put my family in danger. I will stand by that.
Well, we all got little pet peeves in this that we all need to work on now. Annoy our spouse. But that will be it for the show. Brothers and Friends podcast.
Woohoo!
Yep.
We out, y'all.
So long,
Later.
Peace.
One.
Peace.
Brothers and Friends podcast. Please like and subscribe on Spotify and YouTube. And share it with all your friends. Thanks for listening.